This is the face of a man who just got an epic email literally 2 seconds before I turned the stream on. I was typing like mad over here, responding. Oh my gosh, amazing things happening, and I can't tell you anything about it. I'm sorry. Yet, I can't tell you anything about it yet. Yes, I did tweet. Sorry, I forgot to put it in there. I was responding to that email, which literally just came in. I just saw it. Oh man, amazing. Amazing. It just came in, about 30 minutes ago. And it just popped up and it was flashing over there on my other machine. Oh man, epic. Epic awesomeness going down up in this stream. Is all... Well, I got another epic email right after that one. From somebody else. I ain't got time for that. I gotta play some games. All right. Awesome stuff happening. No. I'm telling you, you can get wrapped up in social media. You can get wrapped up in email. And then before you know it, your whole day's gone. You got nothing else done. Thank you to all the people who are emailing me right now. Just amazing. Just amazing things are happening. There's a lot of years of work, though. 4 years of work. And, of course, all you guys outpouring of love and attention here in the stream, making amazing things happening. Here in the stream. I'm going to get all emotional. All right, come on. We're going to play some games. Let's say hello to the epic peeps in the chat right now. Oh, I tell you, it's just amazing sometimes. Sometimes it's like, it's not real, right? You guys ever have that in your life that, you go from, you might be depressed. You might be in a job that you don't really like. And then all of a sudden, you really put a lot of time and effort into it. And then things start to turn around. You start to get that momentum. Or maybe you don't know that. Maybe you don't know. But you start to get that momentum in the direction you want your life to go, right? Because it keeps pulling this way. It's like being in a car that's constantly pulling to one side. And you're like, no, I don't want to go off that cliff. I want to stay on the road, right? I don't want to go off the road. I want to stay on the road I want to go, right? And your car breaks down. You're like, no. And then you're like, you got like big tax bill. You're like, no. And then and your kids, right? They hurt themselves. They hurt their toes, and you pay $4,000 like I did for 2 years. I paid on that for 2 years, by the way. That's like a cost of a used car to get her toe fixed. Off the road, back on the road again. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's say hello to my epic mods. We got a dancing Chewbacca in my mod chat. Chewy, you funny. Now, what I did is I added Xbox back to Thursdays here because I like to play with my mod, Monsterholic, but he has told me, and I was trying to reach him, and I thought, well, I just put it up there and see if it happens. But he is doing some military stuff, which whenever he says military stuff, I'm like, don't tell me. I don't want you to get in trouble. Don't tell me exactly what it is. So he's off doing that stuff. So we're going to just forego the Xbox thing tonight. We're going to do what we were going to do yesterday, which is a Grand Tour game. So we'll try to sneak that in the end, though we are going to play some 76. We're playing on PC. Three minutes into the stream, got to sneeze. All right. Thank you. I try not to sneeze. Did I mute it enough where I didn't blast you guys' ears? So we got Gwen coming in, who's already in the chat there. We got Jazz Sands coming in as well. We see Scorched Dragon backing me up already. Scorched Dragon supposed to come in later, but hey, I appreciate the love. Crazy also coming in, backing up the stream tonight. Wow, Game Killer not in tonight. Man, Game Killer must be exhausted. Because Game Killer usually heavy lifting up in here. Heavy lifting that late shift. But that's okay. You can have some time off. Enjoy yourself. Relax. Take it easy. We're having some fun in the mod chat earlier. We're throwing some funny things in there. And now I got nothing but dancing chewy butts. I got to scroll up and get my dancing chewy butts out of there. There we go. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's see who else is in the chat. We got Gamer Chick coming in with a hype. Thank you so much for being here. We got Tyrtus coming in, saying hi. Welcome. Toolful coming in with a kiss of love. G-Sun Heat. I don't know what that means. Hopefully that's not a bad word I just said. Sometimes you don't know. See, people come in, they try to be all tricky, and they put bad words in. Now, funny is my mods will go in and tell me whether it's a bad word, usually. So I don't get in trouble. My TOS action. up in here. Now, I'm ready just to dive in. I'm looking forward to playing games all day. My kid's been driving me crazy. But I'm going to tell you one amazing thing that just happened today. My daughter's been going to like drama class, right? Where they go and they do stuff after school. And you know how you normally go to those school plays and you're like, yeah, it's a great play. Holy mackerel, that was the best school play I've ever seen. It had singing and dancing and humor and everything. It was such a great production. It was amazing how incredibly great it is. Now, mostly because, you're the parent and you're thinking your kid's doing awesome. My kids were not the lead. My kids were actually secondary players in the background. Just so you know. It's not like my kid was the lead and I was going, yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. But they did a phenomenal job. I got to give them the love on that one. Incredibly, incredibly well done. Probably the best school play I've ever seen. And I've been to a lot of them. I've been to hundreds of schools all over the world. Not because I kept getting kicked out of them, but because I would travel to different schools and I would be the teacher's teacher when I was young. So I would teach them about computers when they first came out because there was no computers in school when I was a kid. And they started bringing them out midway through high school. And then I would go, and I was known as the teacher's teacher. And I would go and teach them how to use the computer and get it in there and load the disk and do all that stuff because nobody knew what they were. Because I would say, hey, yeah, I did on my computer. And people would say, computer, what's that? I'm telling you, back in the day, completely clueless. There's still people like that in the world. There's still people in the world right now. No idea. No idea. Now, I'm not talking about in non-developed countries. That's understandable. But I mean in like big metropolitan areas. People do not know how to use any electronic devices at all. I'm surprised they can use microwaves. Pretty scary, actually. Pretty scary. Because you know what? Most people are not into it. It's not their thing. So I'm into some games, and I'm ready to play. Let's go. And you know me, got my water handy. I just keep them stacked up over here. Now look at this, everybody. Look at this. Look what a terrible influence people are. Look at this. I got a whole stack of cookies right here. These are emergency only cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. They're my favorite cookies. They are amazing. All right, let's play some Fallout 76. Now last time we were kicking butt. We're out kicking butt, blasting stuff left and right, getting our loot and whatnot, trying to really focus on the power armor. But of course, in this case, the power armor, get into my live thing here so my mods can talk to me. Let me get my stuff back on as well and throw that love down. Let's see where we got. What do we got right here? Bam! Got Josie coming in with the host. Now, again, you can host the channel, earn those Kiss caps. You can also retweet. There it is. You can also retweet the stream. If you resubscribe, of course, earning those Kiss caps, or you subscribe, you're earning those for those contests and giveaways. And I got me some sweet emails over there, bro. I got me some sweet emails. So I'm telling you, you should be hosting, you should be retweeting, you should be doing all sorts of stuff to lock down those Kiss caps right now. Right at this moment. Get as many as you can. I'm telling you, I'm warning you in advance right now. Go and retweet. Go and host the channel. Get as many of those Kiss caps as you can lock in because I got some wicked emails over here, which means some wicked love for you guys. That's what it's all about. I am over here working the deals. I'm not only a tycoon in the game, I'm also a tycoon in IRL. In there making those deals with a lot of epic peeps. There we go. Speaking of epic peeps, here we go. Leo San coming in with a 67 at the end of his name. And sub love level 2. Thank you so much for that love. One more, you get that new sub badge. Look at you rocking it over there. Rocking it. Now let's see that awesome love and hype in the chat, everybody. Somebody just got 5,000 Kiss caps right there for resubscribing. That's right. Get those Kiss caps unlocked. Why am I standing in a river? Why am I just literally logged in a river. All right, look, my whole thing is still there. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, let's check our purified water. First thing we're going to do. Come on, give me that. Give me my loots. Oh, that's the way to do it right there. Now, you know me, I am the Wasteland Tycoon. What I try to do is I try to make those dollar bills. Now, I always start off first learning game mechanics. Game mechanics are vitally important. And of course, you master those early mechanics. They are going to carry you a long way in any game. Reduce some of that frustration that you might have. You're like, Kismet, it's not doing what I want to do. I don't have enough resources. How do you get so many resources all the time? That's because I super loot. I take all the resources. Now, of course, in this game, it's like a bad thing because you just don't have enough storage space. I think that one has been told many times again, right? 591 storage space right now. I'm just hosed to Rooney over here. I am hosed to the Rooney because I just don't. It's not like I have a lot of stuff in there. Look how many weapons I've got in there. I got a couple grenades in there, right? Let's take those grenades out. Do I got any apparel? Do I got power armor? Do I got anything saved that I could probably use later? No, I can't save stuff for later. I can't save it for later. What do we got for 8? Let's take all that stuff out. Let's take all this stuff out of here. Now, some of the stuff you want to save, obviously, for later, like your food and water and all of those things. But let's go ahead and take those out. Now, look how much that takes. That takes quite a bit, right? That was a pretty substantial amount in there. We've also got some titanium. We got some gunpowder. We got various different books and lead ore and whatnot. We'll deal with that in just a second. These hollows don't count. Notes don't count. Junk, of course, taking up the bulk, 409 of it. Now, we've also probably got some mods in here. Look at all these mods we got. All right, let's pull out all the mods right here. Let's do that. Now we get a good idea of what's taking up all the space. What's taking up the bulk of my space in my storage? Obviously, it is the junk. 400 out of 600 is just being used by the junk I have. Now, a little bit is being used over here by this miscellaneous gunpowder and stuff like that, uranium ore. But we can also go in and we can do a little bit of this action. Right down here, we can smelt some of this fertilizer down. And if we had enough here, we had enough stuff, which I don't think we have enough of each thing. We don't have enough. We could break that down. We could also go over here and go ahead and utilize our Tinker's Workbench, of course, to convert some of the gunpowder into ammo, right? But, well, what the heck, right? What the heck? I don't have enough stuff, but look, it actually says I do have enough stuff. That's what's weird. See, right? I have 12 out of 10. I need 12 out of 10 plastic. I have 182 lead out of 4, so I should actually be able to make it, but for some reason, it says I can't. So, a little mathematical problem sometimes in this game that it says that I don't have enough when I really actually do. So it's happened before in previous ones. They got lots of bugs and glitches and systems that they need to work on, but that's an online game for you. It's going to, it's going to launch in one state, and 6 months later, it's going to be a very different game because they're going to be fixing lots of issues and maybe implementing new kind of better style to the game, right? Better style than it is. Oh, you got that glitch twice today. Oh, sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. There are lots of shortcomings of the game. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to go in here and go kiss some butt, right? I don't kiss butt. I tell you like it is. But the only thing that really matters to me is the game fun for me? Do I enjoy playing it? And the answer is yes, I do. I do enjoy playing it. That's what games are all about. They're about enjoying playing the game. I'm a huge Fallout fan as well, so it kind of skews me a little bit. So keep that in mind as well. All right, so let's go in here first, and let's make sure we've got... all right, that took a long time to come up. Let's make sure we got all of our stuff repaired. You know what we like to do at the very beginning, repair all our stuff, get it going. Now, I've been collecting a lot of loot just so that I can repair and whatnot. And what you can do is you can go in and you can try to bulk stuff. Again, we're just going through repairing all of our armor. You can try to bulk stuff, but it actually doesn't reduce your weight. And people are like, no, Kismet, it reduces your weight. I've gone in and I've bulked down aluminum and the weight of it went down. No, you're using up your plastic. You're using up your plastic, which is giving you the illusion that it is less weight, but that's not true. It's just because you're using up your plastic to bulk it. So we learned that last time, right? We discovered that. Seriously, well said, Kismet. There's been a lot of trash talk in this game. but I can say I've enjoyed the game for almost 200 hours now. I call that money well spent. Exactly, Eddie. And I bought it on all 3 platforms, and I plan to get every dollar bill out of it. And you know what? I am not level 490. I'm not level 50. This is my main character. Guess what level I am? Level 29. Because I don't rush, especially at the beginning of an online MMO. You know, in the WoW days, that thing was a train wreck. I didn't rush to max level and try to PvP. That system was wrecked. It was destroyed. You couldn't log into servers. You couldn't do anything. Same thing with just about every other online game. I never just go in and say, well, I played the beta. This is the worst game ever. Right? I never evaluate games on betas. I never do that. Never do that because it's not done. It's like evaluating a sandwich when you've only put just the bread down. There you go. I know. Well, Scorched Dragon, if you got an epic team like I did, you could old school jam in that sucker. You come play with us. We could have got you to max level like nobody's business. We could have just pulled in 50 mobs and went, ooh, boom, like that. Or like the epic raid that we did that lasted for 2 weeks. We started this epic raid, and we were farming those little, like, what are those things called? The little ones that look like owls. What are those called in WoW? I forgot. Moonkids. Is that right? Oh, my gosh. That's like from the deep... Moonkins, something like that. Oh, man, that's from the deep recesses of my... Boomkin. I think it was Boomkin. Because it went boom. Yeah, was that it? Oh, ha! I got it in the chat! Moonkids or Boomkids. Yeah, I got it. Wow. That's 10 years ago, bro. That's 10 years ago, locked in my brain. But, yeah, so there was a rep for them. So what we did is we went over there, and we're a party, right? So we did a party. We killed them where everybody was getting rep. So everybody kept coming over there, and they're like, Kismet, can we join the group? And I'm like, well, I'm too big now. We're gonna go into a raid, and we won't be able to get any rep, right? So I said, you know what? Screw it. Come on in. We'll just try it. So what was 4 people, 6 people, 10 people, 20 people, and kept getting bigger and big because I had 300 members. What can I say? I kept getting bigger and bigger, and then we realized that you could get the rep while in raid. And it was epic. It was epic. The entire server caught on to what we were doing, and I started it, and that raid kept getting turned over to the next person, to the next person, everybody get their alts, everybody get this, and it just kept going, and it ran for 2 weeks straight, non-stop. That raid ran 24/7. People were just crushing. I mean, we were destroying everything in that zone. The second it was spawned, bam, dead. And everybody in the raid getting that. It was one of the funnest times. We were laughing, we were crying. Everybody was making jokes, and we were doing silly stuff, and we were doing all sorts of great stuff. One of the greatest times ever. But man, we crushed that. We destroyed that back in the day. I think eventually they changed that, by the way. So you couldn't get rep while you were in raid. But hey, that was fun. That was old school. That was 10 years ago. Vanilla WoW back in the day. And of course, we ran the 40-mans. We did the 40-man PvP. We did all the stuff back in the day. We got the epic gear and all of that. But I find the most fun times that I've ever had in any MMO or any game ever is just standing there shooting the breeze with members. Like we're sitting there fishing at Goldshire. Right? How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Oh, man, I just caught this epic fish. Oh, congratulations, bro. Oh, I just caught an epic fish. Awesome. So, yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, and then we're like, oh, no, what about that thing? Oh, and then we start laughing. We start having a good time. I'm telling you, those are the greatest part of life right there. It's not the epic gear you're getting in. It's having good friends to hang out and have a fun time with. That's what it's all about. Forget all the gear and maximum power armor and being level 937 to show off to everybody else. It's having fun along the way, at least for me. That's what I love to do. If you can find that magic, there's a magic that happens when that happens. When you put great people together, when you put like magical people together, it's like my mods when I'm at TwitchCon, right? There's something magic that happens there. It's like my crew when we're playing MMOs. Boom, there's a magic that happens there. Everybody's helping each other. You know, this person doesn't know how to do their skill rotation. Oh, let me go show you. Here, come over here. Let me show you how to do it. Oh, you need to know where to get your gear. Oh, you go over here and you get your gear over there. And again, some of my top members, and I was triggered yesterday, bro. I was triggered. Somebody had posted a thing about dudes being really disrespectful to the ladies. And I can tell you that some of my members that I've had, female members, are way better and will be way better than me at any game ever. Incredibly great. So show the respect for the female gamers out there, everybody. Show that respect. I can tell you, my member Lori, she would be level 50 while I was level 10. She'd have $20 million and I'd have 100,000. She would have the legendary item and be working on her third character by the time I got halfway through the first one. That's how epic. And meanwhile, while she was doing all of that, she'd be helping other members. She'd be telling them where to get their gear. She'd be carrying them when they needed to do their different runs or raids or whatever it was. And I can list off 100 other members that were the same exact way, both male and female. And if you came in, I don't care. If you only got one strike, bro. I know 3 strikes shaking for me. You start disrespecting my female members, boom, you're gone. You're out. You're gone. I don't mess around. Gone. Don't be disrespectful, or you're out of there. Because you don't put up with that, because you know what? It's like a virus. Like a virus. You let one person do it, then the next person does it, and then what it is just like repeating the stupidity of previous generations. You know what? And also it's boring. It's very boring. You know, you think you're being original. You think you're being original by putting the ladies down. You know what? They've been suffering that for a couple hundred years, in case you didn't know. I think it's about time to stop all that ridiculous stuff. Stop that ridiculous stuff. Just because you're awkward around the ladies and you don't know what to say, like, hi, that's all you need to say. Hi, how you doing? Oh, great to play with you. Oh, cool, let's go play this game. That's it. It's just your own internal awkwardness that causes that to happen. So there you go. And I tell you, I've known some of the best gamers in the world, bro. I mean, the best takes and the best DPS, both male and female. The best in the game. I'm not one of those. I'm the support group, man. I'm the, okay, let me make everybody else more awesome. That's what I do. That's what I do as the leader. I put epic people together and watch the magic happen. So there we go. A little Kismet triggered there. I don't know. It still triggers me right now. I hear people talking to people like that on stream. Woo! I'm all over that. I don't really mind disconnecting except when I just claim the workshop and I get disconnected. Yeah, you claim the workshop, then you put all your turrets and everything down, and then it boots you and it logs you onto a different server, right? Oh, bro, that sucks. That sucks, Horse. All right, what am I doing? I'm making some adhesive. The whole point of all of our stuff down there, of course, is to work toward making vegetable starch. You see, we've got some corn, mute fruit, purified water, and of course, potatoes. That's what we've got planted down there. We've also got some carrots that we use for carrot soup as well. So let's get into it. There we go. So we just created some vegetable starch. And if we go in and we look at vegetable starch, right over. Same thing in Fallout 4, by the way, if you're having trouble with adhesive, which is one of the main things you're always running out of, then make that vegetable starch. Here it is right here. We're 2 adhesive each. So that's 4 adhesive. Wait a minute. I've only got 1. I thought I made more than 1. Apparently, I just made 1. I thought I had enough for 2. Maybe I failed. No, I had just enough for 1 because I had 2 mute fruit. So there we go. So what we need to do, of course, obviously, we don't have enough mute. Okay, it looked like it disappeared there for a second. Obviously, we don't have enough mute fruit to make a lot of it. We don't have enough corn and all that other stuff. But guess what? I showed you guys this yesterday, but I'll show you again today. Now look at this. I've got so much stuff on me that I'm overburdened. There's nothing I can do. I've got to find a way of reducing that being overburdened. Now, I've got some different apparel and whatnot on me here, a bunch of aid stuff. So we need to really think about, okay, what is the minimum amount of stuff? Blood packs, let's keep those. Boil waters, all right. Oh, wait a minute. I can't put it in there. My thing is full. My thing is literally full. Just from the junk alone, right? Yeah, just from the junk alone. No apparel, no weapons, no aid, no nothing. Just from the junk alone, my stash is full. So, to someone like me, who loves to build, who loves to do crafting, who loves to do massive mega builds, this is really sad. This is really sad to me, right? So, I have to choose what I want to put in there, what I don't want to put in there. So, maybe we might reduce some of this by making other stuff, right? So, let's make some other stuff. I forgot what I was going to make now. Let's scrap first. All right, so let's scrap some items first. We got any extra weapons? No. Apparel. Yeah, we got some stuff here we can scrap. There we go. Now we're not overburdened. Now we have a bunch of aid stuff on us. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, nothing else on us there. Now we have a bunch of basically steel and other things like that we can go in and maybe we can make something out of it. Let's go ahead and see if we can modify some of our weapons. Maybe make something out of that. So we'll go to our shotgun here. We're on standard receiver. We've got a true receiver here, which is basically going to give us a little higher accuracy. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's get that going on. What's causing me not to get this? A gunsmith rank 4. All right. We got standard long barrel. And look at this. We got some upgrades. Nice, nice. So this is going to boost our accuracy right here. And we got to have gun rank 4 for that one. So stabilized short barrel. Let's get that in there. Stabilized stock. Already got it. True stock. We need more adhesive. See? See what we're limited on? We're very limited on that adhesive. That's really what we need. Adhesive, adhesive, adhesive. And of course lead and other stuff that we were having trouble with before. But right now we're just so limited on that adhesive. So we have to focus on the thing we're most limited on. And then of course once you balance that out, of course it's going to give you that huge advantage. So we need to either craft a bunch of adhesive or we need to take stuff and sell it and make money to buy adhesive. Now, I prefer to craft it because it's a much more fun way, I think. So there we go. Bajua coming in saying, good evening, Kismet. Good evening. Preach, says Raiden. You know it. You know it. You can go back and watch my videos of my team crushing those 8-man or 6-man, 8-man, 16-man, 20-man, 24-man, 32-man, or 40-man raids back in the day, crushing it again and again and again. You got our tanks up there doing their job, turning the mob around. You got the other people backing them up. You got the healers backing them up. You got the deeps in there, single focus on a single target to bringing those down as fast as possible. Everybody moving out of the circles and moving out of the flames so they don't get burned up and the healer's not burning all of his stuff to keep them alive. That's called teamwork right there because that's what makes the dream work. There you go. Resto Shaman. There you go. Total support and heals. I like being the person that makes everybody else more awesome. That's why I go charisma, right? Charisma, I can go ahead and just like boost everybody. Like boom, you get a boost, and boom, you get a boost, and boom, you get all of this. That's what I love. I love doing that stuff. With about 10K worth of junk in that stash box if sold, true. But where am I going to sell it to, the Eddie? Where am I going to sell it to? You tell me where I can go and I can sell 10K worth of stuff in there. You tell me. You tell me, because every vendor's got 200 caps. I can't just go in and like Fallout 4. Now, I've made millions, billions, trillions of caps. I'm not talking about just a little bit. I'm talking about a whole bunch, right? So let's keep going here, everybody. Let's keep going. Let's see. I can't quite do this. More adhesive. Again, look at this. Adhesive, adhesive, adhesive is what holding us down. So we're going to go out of this, and we're going to go in there, and we're going to get it going on. We're going to get it going on up in here. Hold on, let me get my Twitch chat back over here. And again, welcome, welcome. I know. See, I would love to take that and do what I did in Fallout 4 and just trade it. Say, look, I got all this. I won all this. And boom, there's 10K right there, right? Can't do that in 76. In 76, each vendor has about 200. You use it on one vendor, and those vendors are tied to the other vendors of the same faction, so you can't even go to the other faction and sell it, or the other vendors and sell it to. So you got like 3 or 4 vendors that are all tied together, right? Much like your vendors that were there. Now look at this. Look at all this corn, bro. Look at all this corn. We're going to get it going on. We're going to get it going on. Have you tried setting up camp close to resource deposits? That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, as you can see here, we're collecting lots of corn. I like the way you think. I like the way you think, SSJCap. We're thinking on the same thing. So as you can see, I'm set up here next to a whole gigantic field of corn. Now, I don't need to put the corn down, which is going to take up resources and space from my settlement, because your settlement's very limited. You know, if you play Fallout 4, even on the base game, some of those settlements are huge. Like Spectacle Island, I built massive triple tower, mega builds there with, 3,000 purified water running along the outside and just making that crazy cash, making that big money. And that's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, because I make the big money in game. Now, am I in any rush to make the big money? No. I don't rush games. I don't say, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm special. I'm level 495. I ran through the game in 10 minutes, right? That's not the way I play. I play to have fun, and I play to crush games. I destroy them. I learn the game mechanics first. I take the time to learn them, but not the easy way. I don't just go and look them up and say, hey, everybody, just tell me everything about everything. I like to take the journey and learn them along the way, and that's what I do. That's what I did, and I played every Fallout there ever was. In fact, I probably knew about Fallout before any of you, because I was a graphic designer back in the day, and the place I worked, their client was Interplay. I worked on the Fallout 1 box, and all the cool stuff went inside. By the way, back in those days, you know how you get the collector's edition now? You got the collector's edition for the regular price back in those days. That's right. You get all the epic loot inside the box, of course, with your floppy disk or floppy disks, multiple, back in the day. Back in the day, I wish I still had all that stuff, but I'm not much of a collector. You know what? I would rather have the space around my house than to collect all that stuff. Though there's nothing wrong with being a collector. If that's your thing you're into, be in what you're into, right? Don't let nobody's negativity come in and be on your shoulders. I never worry about people who bring negativity in here. We're all about positivity up in here. We're about doing what we love to do every single day. I'm living proof. Look at that purple check mark right up there, bro. 49 years old going to be this year. 49. I'm high level in real life. I'm high level real life, and I've gone out and done my real life achievements. I've been the top of my field and all of that. I'm not trying to impress you, just trying to inspire you to go out there and do what you love to do every day. Because you know what? Ain't that many people going to tell you that. Ain't that many people going to come in and say, you know what? I like you who you are. Go out and do what you love to do. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You're amazing the way you are. If you're into Lord of the Rings, if you're into Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever you're into, I don't care if you're playing old school D&D, whatever you're into, you go love it. If you're into sports, more power to you. If you like to swim like me and sea-doo and boat and do all that stuff and surf and all of that, more power to you is that as well. Right? If you like classical music and thrasher metal, more power to you. Do it. There we go. Speaking of awesome people, the DJ Watson's coming in with the 6 months. Oh, sub love. Also, Jay Weezy coming in and Enald. Hopefully I got your name right. Probably not. I butcher everybody's name. It's part of my charm. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Come on in here. Come on in the Vault 45. We got plenty of ice cold Nuka-Cola right up in there. And the cherry, the special, right? It's got some quantum back up in there too. Go ahead and feel free to help yourself. Feel free to help yourself up in there, everybody. Let's do it. Now, of course, we're going around getting some free loot just sitting right outside our base here. If you want to know where I'm at, spoiler alert, G-Bar coming in. Sylvia Homestead right here. Check it out. This is a whole lot of sweet corn that I don't have to put down. I don't have to manage. Not going to get destroyed because someone comes in and attacks my base, right? Look at this. Now, we just went around and got a little bit. Some of that hadn't respawned yet. But look at this. Let's get in here. Let's just look. Let's just take a little peek as to how much corn I just got. 63. Now, if I let it also spoil, it helps me get more fertilizer so I can put more stuff down at my base, right? So you're like, well, Kismet, that's awesome, bro, but can you get any other stuff? Oh, yeah. You ready? Let's go over here. Let's go here to this side. So what do we got? We got some bushes out here. We got a little bit of trees. You're like, Kismet, I don't see nothing, bro. I don't see nothing. What do we got? Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, right there. Oh, right up in here. Look at all this loot. You're like, Kismet, I don't see no loot. Oh, we'll get it. We'll get it. Now, none of it's respawned. None of it's respawned. Let's keep going. Now, there is some epic loot around here. Get to the other side. Hold on. Hold on. I hear some people want to get shot in the face. Look at you. Hold on. Let me reload. There we go. Got it going on. Bye. Crush it. Exactly. There we go. More action, please. No backseat gaming, please. No backseat gaming up in here. If you want to see some action, just hang out. We'll get to it. Don't worry. We'll get to the actions. But right now, we're getting a sweet, sweet loot. There it is right there. Look at that. Wild razor green. Free razor green. Not just a little. Not just a smidgen. But a whole lot of free razor grain. Why throw this razor grain down on your settlement? I'm using up your settlement, the tiny little settlement thing that you got, right? You don't need to put no razor grain down. You know where it's at now. You know where it's at, and we're going to collect it all. Now, am I going to keep all this razor grain? Probably not. But I'm just going to show you how easy it is to get massive, massive loot from this one location. s.p.e.c.i.a.l with a massive 1 year getting her wings tonight. Congratulations, s.p.e.c.i.a.l. Show that love in the chat with a 12-month, 1 year unlocked, getting that massive, massive sub badge. Congratulations. Congratulations. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. It absolutely does. 16 years in running my guild, and I can tell you, it does work. There you go. Good place for adhesive ingredients, or is right by Harper's Ferry. Oh, I might check it out. Bulk your junk and do the rotation of hitting one vendor of each faction. There you go. There you go. Well, apparently you never logged into my stream before, because that's exactly what I do every single day. That's exactly what I do every single time I log into 76, is I go from vendor to vendor to vendor, and I sell all the excess stuff that I have. So you've already learned that. So good. But that's what I do. I log in. I'll check out what's buy locally, right? And right now we definitely need a bit of... oh, look at that. Someone else is... There's like a little workbench down here. Look at this free loot just laying around. Free loot just laying around saying, Kismet, come and get me, come and get me. Now, I'm a super looter. I loot everything, which is a very difficult thing to do in this game, because your resources basically run out very, very quickly. So what I'll do... Oh, wow, the Blind Prophet coming in, getting the gift love from the... What? The DJ? Holy mackerel, look at that. What the heck? Wow, just made my chat massively scroll. Wow, how many is that? They just gifted 87 subs. What the heck? TJ Watkins, what have you done? What have you done? It's amazing. Holy mackerel. Unlocked, everybody. Unlocked that new emote slot. Unlocked that 300 goal. We're going to have to make a stream. That's it. We're going to have to keep it on. Now, that is a lot of people to read, but I'm going to read every single one. You know I am. Let's do it. Congratulations to the Blind Prophet, Gut Cleavage, Shay Nader. It's Been Known. I like that name. Great name. The Flying Dutchman. Lord of the Lurkers. Great name as well. Zunky coming in. Chesnick. Lazy. Congratulations, Lazy. Knife Edge. Crafty Dragon Boy. Ano coming in. Eddie for the win. Rykor. Sick Wheelchair. Andric. Zero Fate. Zem Nation. Athena. Zem. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my voice doing this. Psych coming in as well. G-Bar getting it. The Game Skulls. Bajwa getting it. Dark Harbors. Saltbot. He just gave one to Saltbot. That's funny. That's funny. T-Ronix getting it. SSJ Cap getting the love. Pulperus getting it. BFG. Titorus getting it. Cough Syrup Coyote. Great name, by the way. Never pull out, bro. Little overshare there, but there you go. There you go. I don't suggest that. I don't suggest that in real life. You're going to have way too many kids. Paradactyl coming in. Farahasa coming in. Jakey. Brandananon. That's a funny one, too. Raiden coming in. We got Marbo getting the gift sub. Wow. Wrecked getting it. Mitter. Kaz. Arnogle. Mr. Goldfire. AJ the Fox. Colby. Mega Man. You just wanted me to read all these out. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, DJ Watkins. You're trying to blow out my voice. I know. Me Miss 6 coming in. Papas. We got Keisha coming in. Holy mackerel. Was that 87? Did I literally just read 87 of those out? Woo. Holy moly. Making me sweat now. Oh, Papas and Keisha. Did I get those? I think I did. Holy mackerel. That was 87. 87 gift subs. That is massively, massively generous of you. I so appreciate it on behalf of everybody you just gave a sub to. This is going to be running for a while, everybody. And I'm going to let it run. Some people will turn that off. Some people have little baby, alerts down in the little corner down there. Nah, You are the ones that make this stream amazing. You are the ones. You are the ones, like DJ Watkins here and all you epic peeps getting the sweet sub. Now, guess what you're getting right now? Guess what, Saltbot? Guess what you're getting right now? You're getting that 3 times love in the chat. I just got some epic emails from some epic sponsors who are going to be giving me some sweet loot, and I don't keep it for myself. I give it to you guys who are going to be sending me some epic stuff, and I'm going to just turn it right back around and give it right to you. And, of course, you're going to have 3 times the chance to win. 3 times the chance to win right here in the stream, earning 3 times the chance of also 3 times the kids caps just by lurking, just by chilling in the channel. You're gonna get the epic loot. You're gonna get the sweet loot. Let's go, Saltbot. This is the best channel ever. Well, thank you, Raiden. Thank you. It's made fantastic by, of course, the amazing people who hang out in my channel and make it amazing. Now, if you're a streamer, remember, these are the people. These are the people that get you to that purple check mark right there. Treat them well. Treat them with respect. Treat them well. Say hello to them when they come into the chat. Or let them lurk. I love it when my lurkers come out of lurk zone and blow up the channel like this. So awesome. That is amazing. That's it. That's going to be a highlight for sure. You know what? I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to highlight every single one of those that fly up. Every single one. That's epic. If you're watching this video in the future on YouTube, watch it to the end. Out of respect for the amazing DJ Watkins, who just unlocked that unachievable goal, the goal that was beyond reason, and everybody said, Kismet, you'll never do it. You're too old. You're too old and you're not good enough looking. You'll never be a partnered streamer. You'll never have 100 subs. You'll never have 200 subs. And you know those people who are always telling you things are impossible. But I tell you, it is possible. Because you're going to make it possible. Just like that just happened right there. Man, I'm literally sweating. I'm sweating. That's so amazing. That is absolutely incredible. Look at that little baby dragon you got there, Papas. There you go, getting that sub level. Now take good care of those subs. Take good care of them. Take care of your baby dragon. Let them get all leveled up. They'll follow you around. Take good care of you. All right, so let's go ahead and get what loot we can here while we're waiting for that to run. Woo! Look at that. That it? Holy mackerel. Now that was some serious love. Again, DJ Watkins. Oh, man. You're going to make me get all emotional, man. You're going to make me get all emotional. But I so appreciate it. That seemed like the big pie in the sky goal that was very unachievable for the last year or two. But we finally have unlocked it. We got that next emote. Now, what do you think my next emote should be? What do you think my next emote should be? Now, oh, that's another thing I forgot to do. Mods, make a note of my kids' reminders. Restore my emotes. I forgot that was what I was going to do today. My kids were driving me crazy, though. My kids were driving me crazy. Even if I remembered, I still wouldn't be able to get it done. But we'll try to get that done tomorrow. We're going to restore those emotes. You guys think about what kind of emote you think I should add in there, or maybe bring back one of my other emotes. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I'll get those taken care of. I keep getting sidetracked, real life stuff, epic emails, you're trying to respond to all these sponsors and whatnot, so I can bring you guys some epic stuff. Now you're like, Kismet, that's awesome, bro. Do you do this for a living? I do this for a living, but I don't make a dime. I put every single dime back into the stream. If you want to build something up, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You're like, well, Kismet, how do you eat, bro? How do you survive? Well, luckily my wife, after 10 years of not having to work, has gone back to work, and she's taking care of the bills, and, it's still got a couple pennies in the bank, and you're rubbing your pennies together, hoping you can make $1 out of them, to pay for those kids to go to, violin camp and, pay for that, flat tire on their bike and all of that stuff. I have had lots of money. I know what it's like. It's fantastic. But you have to choose. The selfish you, all about you and making money, which I could have chose, and I'd be very rich right now and living in Hawaii. Or you can choose a family where your priorities and your rewards are way better. Way better than anything you could have just doing that, even when your daughter is being a slacker, and you keep telling her the same thing and say, go do this and get it done, and she doesn't do it. She's making bad choices, and you're like, stop making a bad choice, make the good choice. Stop watching the videos and start getting your homework done, right? Yeah, that kind of toughness as a parent, right? But there you go. One day, I hope it pays off. I don't know. For right now, I'm not worried about that. If you're always worried about the money, and sometimes you got to take jobs for money. If you're working at McDonald's or you're working as a janitor or whatever, you're doing what you got to do. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let nobody put you down for wherever you're at in your life, right? You got to do what you got to do to pay those bills, provide for your family and your kids, whatever. Don't feel bad about having that type of job. But while you're there, learn everything you can, right? Learn everything from everyone that you can who knows a bit more than you. Try to have them raise you up and then try to raise them up as well. And then go to that next stage, right? And then that next stage and that next stage. Now, I was very lucky. I started off very early in computers and graphic design. And then by the time I was 18, 19, 20, I was so far ahead of everybody else. I was 10, 20, 30 years ahead of some of these people. And I went on to be their boss. And they were my age. They've been in printing for 40 years. They were third generation printer. And I went on to be their boss. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter what age you are. If you're older like me, people are like, oh, you're old, Kismet. You don't know nothing, right? Or if you're young, you're too young. You don't know nothing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe you do know something. Maybe you do know something. They're not giving you your shot, right? And it doesn't matter what age you are. Everybody got some sort of way of discriminating you. You're too tall. You're too small. You're too fat. You don't look as pretty as everybody else. Screw them. You're just fine the way you are. You know what? That's the great thing about life. Great thing about life, and the great thing about the life also is you don't have to be the best looking guy. You don't have to be the richest person in the world. You know what? If you're trying to find that special someone, if that's all they care about, they don't deserve you anyway. They don't deserve you anyway. You need to find the people who care about you as much as you care about them. And you're like, well, Kismet, what do you know about it? What do you know, bro? 26 years with my wife, Valentine's Day, February 14th. 26 years together. Now, I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be with my wife. She's a strong woman, bro. She's a strong woman. You gotta be a strong man to be with a strong woman. You gotta step it up. I tell you. You gotta change those diapers. You gotta, even though you only had 3 hours of sleep, you still gotta get over there and pick up that daughter from school, and then help her with the homework when she gets home. Right? Treat her to be a strong woman. Tell her to watch out for men because their brains don't work right until they get older, and even then they still don't work right. You got to watch out. You got to teach them to be strong. Teach them to be strong. Teach them to make good decisions. But then also you got to let them fail. You got to let them fail. You got to let them go on that bike and fall off. I don't want her to fall off. I don't want her to fail. But I'll try and give her all the things. But at some point, it's all on them. And that moment one time when I let go of the back of the bike seat and she just started riding and has never stopped since. Right? There's that moment when you're a parent that you feel so proud that you pass that knowledge on. Because humans have a real problem. Humans got a real problem. Snuck up on that guy. Humans have a real problem of the fact that every generation resets. Right? It's like getting a memory wipe. Right? Every generation has to start from zero. Everybody who's ever lived has made mistakes. Everybody's ever lived, been a baby, been completely helpless, and relied on somebody else for your existence. Now, that person may not have been great, but you're alive today because of that person, right? Or maybe they were great. Maybe they were fantastic, and they took good care of you. I don't know. Life is a crapshoot, isn't it? You never know who. You can't choose your parents, but you can learn and progress as a person. So go out there and do what you love to do and then pass that knowledge on. Pass it on to somebody else. See that moment when somebody needs some help. I had somebody break down outside my house just tonight, right? Now I could have said, well, need some help? Better get some, and then walked away. But I walked out there and I said, you okay? And there was a lady in there and a car broke down. And I'm like, you okay? You need some help? I got one of those little car jumpers. You want me to jump your car for you or something like that? And she's like, well, I don't know what's wrong with it. Keep doing it. Now, I'm not a mechanic, but I know how it works. And I know if it sounds like the battery is not turning over or it's running out, you jump it. Off she goes, drive down to her place, take it to a mechanic tomorrow, be good. But while I was there, and I could tell she wasn't feeling pretty safe because, it's dark. She car broke down. She doesn't know what to do. Her relative came down the road, and I said, hey, she needs some help. Her car broke down. He's like, okay, I'm on it. I'll take care of it. just takes a second to do kind stuff like that for people, right? Now, you could just say, well, it's none of my business. Now, of course, be wary of crazy people, though. Be wary of people who will lure you into situations like that and then kill you. So be careful of that, too. You got to be kind of in between a cynic and somebody who's kind, right? You got to find that balance where you don't get yourself in trouble. Now, I've done lots of kind things for people and asked nothing in return because it makes you feel good about you as a person, right? Like I've been at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, I used to work all the time. I love doing graphic design. When I was young, I didn't appreciate what an amazing, blackberries. Oh, baby. I get easily distracted as well. I didn't appreciate what an amazing job I had. I'm working for the top companies in the world. I'm doing stuff for Disney. I have Capitol Records, Motown. Again, not trying to impress you, just trying to inspire you. I don't have an ego. I don't care. I don't care if you're impressed by whatever I've done in the past. But I do care if you're inspired by it. So go out there and do what you love to do. And I was out working 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody around, and I lived in L.A., right? I lived in L.A., and believe me, there's some dangerous places there. You go down the wrong street, you're going to die for no reason other than you down the wrong street. And I've been down a couple of those streets, too. That's some scary stuff. But I'm sitting there, nobody around, filling up my car, right? 3 o'clock in the morning. Some dude appears out of the darkness. I don't know where that dude came from. I don't know where it came from. He came out of nowhere. Gas can in his hand. Walking up toward me. I'm like, this is going to go one of two ways. He's going to stab me and kill me, or he's going to ask me for some gas, right? Those are the only two ways that was going to go. So up he walks, and he's like, hey, I broke down, kind of a half mile down that way. I need some gas. Do you mind? I was taking it out of my actual tank at that very moment. He was asking me. He's like, oh, man. I'm like, no, I'm not going to dog you, bro. Come on, bring it over here. I'll hook you up. Filled it up. Said, be safe, man. Take it easy. He's like, oh, thanks, man. Walked off, disappeared in the darkness. Never seen that dude again. It only takes a moment. Now, watch out for people who trick you, though. People will be like, oh, man, I got no money. I'm so poor. And then, they take that $10 or $20 you give them and they go buy alcohol, and they're just poisoning their soul, right? They're just poisoning their soul, and they're just tricking you into money so they can feed their addictions as well. Now, this person, I don't know what happened to him. I hope he was safe, and I hope he went back, and then you know what? He passed it on to somebody else. Pass it on to somebody else, because that's what I usually ask people to do. Before they had Pay It Forward, by the way, that movie, Pay It Forward, before then. That's something you should do. Ask them to pay it forward to somebody else. You're not going to know if they do. Because you just say, be kind to somebody else and keep it going. And you'll be surprised how many people will actually do it. How many people will actually be kind to the next person? They'll see something else, right? Somebody broken down, somebody tire flat, whatever it is. Somebody needs a jump, right? Great example, taking my daughter to the dentist. Second story. We're just collecting loot right now. Second story, taking my daughter to the doctor, right? To the dentist. I drive all the way out there. It's way in the whole next city over. So I drive all the way out there. I'm just me and my daughter. And I'm in my car. And I pull up actually in the wrong spot. There's a little fate stuff intervening here. Pretty wild. I pull up into the wrong spot. Hey, got something to say, bro? Really? There we go. Hold on a second. They had something to say. Like, give me that loot. That's what I had to say. So, I guess it's a little story time tonight. While I'm getting all the sweet loot. By the way, I don't always sell too many stories up here in the stream, but it's occasionally. Occasionally I do. So, I'm driving my daughter over there. I actually end up in the wrong place, right? I end up in the wrong place. I'm on this side of the building, and they're on the other side of the building. So as I pull up, right in front of me, there's somebody with a car lid open, and they're checking out their engine. It's a lady with an infant and 2 other small children who are probably like 5 and 7, maybe, right? And she's stuck there. And you can see she's looking in that engine like she has no idea. That could be like, where's Waldo in there, right? She has no idea. And I don't have that big of an eye. It's not like I'm a mechanic. Again, it's not like I'm a mechanic. But I'm like, hey, do you need some help? And she's like, yeah, because I also have AAA too. I've called AAA for other people before, for just random strangers. I've had AAA longer than I've been alive. And you're like, Kismet, how can you do that? That's a story for another time. That's a story for another time. So I said, you know what? I got one of these jumpers that I can jump your car with. Let's see if that works. So we put it up there. And while we're doing that, this other lady comes back. And she's like, oh, I went in the store to ask for help. And not one person came out to help them. In a gigantic department store. Can you believe that? That's so rude. And these are like, you know, housewives. These are like just random ladies, right? And they're trying to take care of their kids. They went to the store to get some food for their kids, and they're trying to get home, and their car broke down. That's another thing, too. Come on, you don't got 2 seconds to go help some lady with her car. That's not cool. And, of course, now I'm going to be late for the appointment, right? Now I'm going to be late for the appointment with the dentist with my daughter. So I'm like, well, here, you know, I'll put it in there. You wait a couple minutes, right? And it'll kind of charge up the battery a little bit. Then you flip the switch, and then you turn it on and see if it comes on. So we're chilling out. Wait a couple minutes. Do that. Now, of course, you're also trusting yourself by giving this $80 thing to some random stranger who could just grab it and take off with it, right? You got to also think of that thing. But, you know, I take the risk. What the heck? So car starts. They're good to go. Achievement unlocked. There you go. Don't know who they are. No idea. Still don't know. Still don't know. I don't need to know. All I know is that I helped somebody that day, and it makes me feel good about me. Now, what other people do, that's on them. That's on them. That's not on you. You do what you think is right, and then let other people deal with what they think is right. And don't let them put their negativity on you and carry it around. At least that's what I suggest. They're your life decisions. They're all on you. But small little things like that create great things in your soul, right? Not stains in your soul when you're doing people wrong, right? You carry that around whether you know it or not. You carry those stains around in your soul and you wonder why you feel so bad about yourself. If you've been doing those things, you know. You know. But if other people are trying to make you feel bad about yourself, forget those people. Forget those people because they should be lifting you up, not tearing you down. All right. Little Kismet getting up on his podium again. Again, you know, I'm just trying to make it my little section of Twitch be a positive place where you guys can chill out, get some positive vibes, get some positive love in your day. That's what I'm saying. Pushing patches every week to fix the game, sometimes further breaking it without a few bugs. I know, huh? What's a Bethesda game without a few bugs? Of course, if it's in there long enough, it becomes a feature, right? That's the way it is with every game. If the bugs are in there long enough, it's a new feature. There you go. And it says, Kismet, I have a daughter who was born in the USA, and I'm from Belgium. Seen her once in the 9 months. She was born when I'm down there. I look at your stream, and I feel better because you put us on a pedestal. Thank you for that. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You've gotta keep on keeping on, right? You gotta keep on doing your thing. Now, I was collecting a whole bunch of resources there so I could scrap it and do some stuff over here. Let's do it. Let's do some stuff with the stuff and the thing and the stuff. Ready? Bam. There we go. Got it going on. We also collected a lot of other materials there. But we've got one major hurdle right now that you're going to see when I go in here. And I already know what it is. Oh, wrong thing. Utility. Vegetable starch. Right? Our mute fruit is our biggest hurdle. Right? We just don't have enough mute fruit. We don't have enough potatoes. We've only got 8 water right now. But we want to not use the mute fruit. I don't want to do adhesive right now. The reason why is I want more mute fruit. I'm going to need a ton of mute fruit and a ton of corn. So what I want to do is start double stacking that. Now, this spot right here is actually not that great. The reason why is there's too much foliage blocking my view, but we can still put it down. So we want to just keep on stacking. And instead of just thinking in the short term now, right, of making that adhesive now and being able to do a few things, we want to think in the long term of where can we put this mute fruit. Probably right down here. There we go. Where do we take this bridge out? No, I can't take the bridge out. Oh, you know, I tried. Put this mute fruit down here. And instead of doing taking those 3 mute fruit and making something with it, let's make some more trees out of it. And then the next time we'll get more. And then we'll double that up and double that up. Now, I'd like to find a better spot because this spot is okay. But it'd be great if it was flat and I could go ahead and build a giant farm there. But then, of course, I also need purified water, so I need to be somewhere near the water. So we'll look around for that. That's also close to this area. Now, we don't actually have to put our base here at all. We just need to know where the stuff is, jump over here, grab the loot, and either walk it back or jump back. Right now, first those are evil cars that need to be destroyed. Wait for it. There you go. Yes, I do blow up all cars because they're evil. Oh. And let's see what else. 257. What do we got that's weighing us down? We have got 55 boiled water. We've got a ton of other stuff in here. We got 35 razor grain on us there. We have a massive amount of carrots. 52 carrots right there. Right, so what can we do with that? Well, really, we could try to put it down in our settlement, but look how much room I've got here when I get close. Look how much budget I've got left, right? Not that much, but enough where we could put a good amount down, right? Especially tomatoes, right? Because we need tomatoes and we need mute fruit. Because we have a massive source of corn and we have a massive source of razor grain. Now, razor grain is great for when you're making food, right? So you saw that I have boiled water up there. And same thing with corn. Let's go up here. Tons of boiled water. And then we can go into food. We go down here to razor green. Now look at that. Look at that. All you need is wood, razor grain, and boiled water. So I've just showed you an awesome Kismet tip right here. Basically unlimited food. Because you can take the water right here out of the river, take it and convert it into boiled water, basically for free, and then grab all that razor grain and make yourself a massive tons of razor grain. You do the same thing with corn. You can do the same thing with other stuff. But I find that this spot for razor grain allows you to make massive amount of food. Now let's go ahead and see what razor grain can do. Razor grain soup. Right here. Now again, there's 1,000 different ways of playing this game and doing the same kind of thing. But it's both food and water, right? So, boom, it's going to get us. Now, of course, it's going to radiate us a little bit over here. But if we've got ourselves a nice rat away, even diluted ones, we'll go ahead and burn some of those. And then, again, it's not only that, but it's also healing us over here. See our healing going up. And, of course, our food and water is now full. Now, if we had a reasonable amount of storage that we could put our stuff in, right, I would just make a whole bunch of that, right? I would put my boiled water in there, and I put all that other stuff in there and get it going on. Corn, can't put it in there. I'm overburdened and whatnot. Purified water, boom. That I can put in there. Good, good. Razor grain soup, how much heavy is that? Can't put it in there. I'm overburdened. Now, I've got tons of loot, and now what we're going to do is take that loot, and we're going to sell it off, right? So I've got tons and tons of stuff. So where can we sell it? Where's a vendor at that's closest to me right now? Now, there are some that I've not discovered yet. There's areas of the map I have not been. You're like, well, Kismet, this came out in November. It's February, bro. Why have you not gone everywhere? Why have you not done everything? You know, I'm already level 937. I've already thrown 37 nukes off, and I'm the best game player of all time. Oh, don't you know those people? Don't you know those people that when you're playing a game, they got to come in and they got to brag how amazing they are, right? Oh, this makes me cringe sometimes. Makes me cringe. I don't need to be the first. I don't need to be the first one to go and shoot off the nukes and run around. I get the most out of my caps, the most out of my real life dollars and play how I like to play. I take my time. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. I want to run into it and figure it out. They said squirrel, and then El Fuzzy Nuts shows up. There you go. That's what happens. What's up, Bear the Gamer? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here in the stream. Really want to play Fallout 76. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. Is it worth playing? If you're a huge Fallout fan, absolutely rush. If you're as big a Fallout fan as me, and you like the lore, and you like to get in there and just get a little pew-pew going on, and you like to loot, you like to make a little bit of a base, and then you want to see what the Scorch is all about. Why is the Scorch there? Why is that thing flying overhead? Where did they come from? I know. I've been doing the storyline. There's plenty of NPCs in the game. There's no companions in the game. There's no settlers in the game. Plenty of NPCs all over the place. Robots, there's ghouls, there's scorched, there's tons of animals and whatnot all over the place. There's tons of NPCs. It's just not the NPCs that you're used to from previous Fallouts, which, of course, are single-player stories that are placed way later in the timeline, right? We're the first ones out. We're the first ones out of the vault. So there ain't, it's like Star Trek. Go where no one has gone before. Oh, look, here's everybody. Hold on, let's go over here where no one's gone before. Oh, wait, there's a whole bunch of people here, right? If it was like that, it would make me laugh. That would be hilarious, that you came out of the vault, you're the first ones out of the vault, and look, there's all these people, right? Now, just so you know, they could still add that later, right? They could add NPCs and all that stuff down the road. They could say, oh, you know what, another vault opened. Here you go. Here's a whole bunch of storyline like traditional, New Vegas or like Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 or 1 or 2 or whatever. They could still add all that later if they so chose, right? But right now, the storyline is you're new to the thing. Now, I wish you were in the stream because I was giving away Fallout 76 like nobody's business. I gave a ton of copies away. A ton of copies, of course, thanks to Bethesda, who donated those to the stream for me to give them to you. I wish you were in the stream. You could have won. I gave a ton of them out. I might get some more. Give you some more out. What do you think? I might give away one tonight. I don't know. I give away random stuff here in the stream all the time. I suggest to go and retweet. I suggest to host the channel. And if you really want to go hardcore, you can hit the subscribe button or just hit the follow button. You hit the follow button, you get yourself a whole bunch of Kiz Caps just by hitting the follow button. Lurk away in the channel, all the chances you can get. And then, boom, you got tons of Kiz Caps when I'm giving away Fallout 76, when I'm giving away 70 copies of 7 Days to Die, which I have given out, 70 plus. I lost track of how many now. Just so many things I give away here in the stream. And, of course, Kismet Legendary loot drops and T-shirts and all sorts of awesome stuff. Because I just take it and I just turn it right back around to you guys. I mean, I've given away games that I don't even own. I've given away stuff that I've never played. So there you go. Because that's what I love to do. My job is to facilitate you guys having fun. And whether it's just having fun hanging out in my stream or whether it's fun playing games or whatever. And I've had lots of people in the stream who say, Kismet, I never won anything. This is the first thing I've ever won on your stream. And I love that moment. I love that moment when people come in and say, I'm not going to win, Kismet. And they're like, oh my gosh, I won! I love to facilitate those moments. So thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Who boarded up all the houses? Well, I think they boarded up the houses right after the bombs dropped, and then they all died. There you go. Now, I don't claim the workshops because I don't want to be involved in PvP, though I don't mind PvP from time to time. But I don't want to be involved in all of that. So what do we got? We got the cemetery over here. We've got the farming supply. Ooh, that might be something to check out, right? But again, we want to get over here to the vendor up here. We want to get to the vendor. Now, the Flatwoods Vendor, the Morgantown Station, and the Morgantown Airport are all the same vendor, right? They're all connected. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. And basically, they're the responders, right? These are all the responders, vendors right over here. So that's one faction together. Now, I like to go to Flatwoods because, it's low level. Not too many people bothering you over there. Not that really anybody really bothers you in this game and whatnot. Now, I could teleport over there, but you know what? It ain't that far. It ain't that far. Let's just go for a walk, right? Let's just go for a walk. Now, I get it all the time. Kismet, you have 2,500 hours in Fallout 4. How do you keep the game fun? How do you keep the game fun? How do you get so many resources? Also, that's the second most asked question. The first one is, how do you keep it fun? The reason I keep it fun is I do this. I put my feet on the ground, and I start walking. And I see what happens between here and there. What kind of adventures am I going to get into doing whatever I'm doing? I also up the hardness level of the game. Typically, I'd usually play on the hardest mode, the hardest way you can play. I played in survival mode, in melee mode, in Fallout 4 many times. We crushed it. We destroyed it. We made millions, billions of caps, made mega builds, all sorts of fun stuff. You want to see all that, it's, of course, on my VODs. It's on my YouTube channel. You can check all that out. My mods will throw that in the chat. What about Charleston Station? They all share the same faction right here. So we got Flatwoods, we got Morgantown Station, and Morgantown Airport. These all share. Now, we've also got Sutton Station down here. We've got the Whispering Station. Now, again, these stations down here, we got Linginsburg Station. The stations are usually great places to sell stuff. So we're going to keep on going. Now, again, there's wandering vendors. There's a wandering robot vendor. There's a wandering super mutant vendor. And again, I'm massively overburdened right now. I'm 229 and 180. And you're like, well, Kismet, why are you not using the power armor? I typically don't use power armor early on. Especially because it's very costly usually, like in Fallout 4, it's very costly to do early on. But even when I'm making like 5 or 10,000 caps at level 5 or level 10 in Fallout 4, I can crush that game every single time. I can crush it on any platform without mods, without any DLC. I can crush that game now. I understand the mechanics of it, right? And I'm still working on the mechanics of 76. I'm in no rush. But we've learned a bit of the mechanics, right? We just learned how to do an infinite source of food and water. Right? Right there, razor grain. Log in right there. You get the razor grain. You go get a ton of wood. I got like 2,000 wood, so I'm just trying to burn that up at this point. And there you go. An infinite source of food and water. Also, you can heal yourself with that food and water, right? You get into some trouble, don't have any stem packs, good to go. Right? Same thing you could do with other stuff as well. With carrots and things like that. Carrot soup, one of my favorite things to do in Fallout 4 because you can just do a whole field of carrots, right? And then, of course, run your purifiers. Now, sometimes I'll make 1,000 purified water every 2 days in game in Fallout 4. And then I can make an endless amount of corn soup. And then I have food and water no matter where I go when I'm playing in survival mode. Now, in other modes, you don't have to worry about food and water. All of your ammo doesn't weigh anything and stuff like that. And I found the normal mode way too easy. I found it way too easy. I didn't even bother finishing the game. It was too easy. In standard mode in Fallout 4. I had to just go straight to survival mode. I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I'm starting over. Let's go straight to survival mode. And we crushed that playthrough. We destroyed it. And I think we sided with the Railroad. Then we played it through again. We sided with the Brotherhood. Then we played through again. And we did the happy ending where 3 out of 4 factions don't want to kill you, which is awesome. And that other one really, really pissed at you. I just want to play some games here, but does it? I just want to play some games. Here we go again, everybody. Same thing from last night. We're going to have to wait it out. So there you go. I just like playing games. I just like playing games and doing what I love to do. Right? And, you know, it got lots of hate because it did have lots of bugs and lots of issues, but it's like people have amnesia, right? Hey, online games have never had an issue at launch. That's the first time I've ever seen any game have issues at launch, right? Within the first 3 to 6 months. Yep. This is awesome. Look at all those eggs in my thing over there. Look at all my eggs in there. Well, while we're waiting, let's get Norbert out here and tell me what you think of all those eggs in there. What do you think, Norbert? Norbert loves all that sub love. Thank you so much. Unlocking that 300. That's it, everybody. I can't do nothing. Boom. Disconnected from server. Now, same thing happened in WoW. First month, second month, third month, 6 months later, still having the same issue. Right? Same thing happened in other games. It's going to happen. Just log in again. Now, see, the suckiest part of getting disconnected from a server is if you've taken over one of those workshops and you put down a whole bunch of turrets and you've used all of your resources to build something up and then you get disconnected. And then when you reconnect, you connect to a totally different server. Then you're screwed. Yeah. Oh, it was 50 gifted subs and it was a total of 87. Well, thank you, Nushki. Thank you for clarifying that. That didn't feel like 87 people. But thank you so much for that 50 drop here in the stream. I think that's one of the top. I think that is the top. Is that the top? Has anybody done 100? I think 50 is the top one. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't know. I wonder if there's a place I can go find that. I don't know. To see who the top sub gifter is. Norbert! There we go. There we go. Come on. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. I want to play some games. Look at my epic peeps hanging out behind me here. I like their personal style. You can see which one's me, of course, wearing the fashionable glasses. I like that personal swagger. I'm loading. Trying to get to level 30 here, people. Trying to get to level 30s. 30s. Oh, wait. Let's see if there's anybody in here. Just realized there could be somebody in the chat. Nope, nobody in there for right now. Just me doing some lone wandering right now. All right, I'm back. I'm overburdened. And look at that, a rollback. That's called a rollback when that happens. Oh man, well we still got that. Still got our loot. See if it respawn. Yeah, I think that was a rollback. Some mute fruit there. That's weird. Now here's how you tell. You go in and you see if you have all that razor grain. If you have all that razor grain there. No, we still got our razor grain soup, which was the last thing that we crafted. So it just put me back where my base was, and it didn't necessarily roll back what I had done, which is good. Which is good. And you're like, well, what do you mean, Kismet? Well, you saw me walking that way, and you saw me coming up over the hill, and I was about halfway where I wanted to go. And then all of a sudden, it knocked me offline, knocked me off the server, and then here I am now, way over here, right? Which is not what you want. There we go. Now we're getting that going. Now, we're going to move this base later. We're also going to work on power armor and all that. These evil cars are back. Now, I'm probably on a different server now. So if you're having server problems, as long as you don't have something collected like this, I don't grab those. Just in case there's server issues, and also I don't want a PvP. I'm just not into it. I'm not into it. Let's see. We're trying to get here to Flatwoods. Let's go this way. Now, I like to do third person whenever I'm walking and whatnot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lug all of this loot over there to sell. Grab some loot while I'm at it. Lug all this loot to sell. And we're going to sell as much of it as we can. And you're going to see that it goes very, very quickly. And I'm literally going to have hundreds of thousands of caps worth of stuff that I can't sell. And I see that all the time in Fallout 4 as well. People will have 10,000. They'll have 10,038 ammo. And they're like, Kismet, I can't make any money. I don't have any money. Right? Well, here's what you do. Sell some of that ammo, bro. Go to the vendor and sell it. Now, you can't do it in 76, but you can do it in Fallout 4. You can actually sell the ammo. Which, I don't know why they limited where you can't sell your ammo. I don't know. And why they have the vendors so limited. I guess to try to keep the economy stable. But who am I really going up against here? I mean, it's so limited that it makes it really, really tough to make any kind of serious caps to buy stuff. So, like me, I would literally just go grab a bunch of stuff, sell a bunch of stuff, and buy a bunch of stuff. But that's what I would do if I could. So, oh, I hear some super mutants. We'll just keep on keeping on. Now, of course, while you're waiting, should get your weapons loaded whenever you are wandering. Still going in the right direction? Kind of, sort of. This way. My weapon away, so I walk a little bit faster. Also works in Fallout 4, by the way. Holding down just the W key. You don't have to hold down the shift key when you're overburdened. It actually gives you the perk, by the way. In Fallout 4, there's a perk that allows you to use your action points for running faster, right? So you go into strength, you go into oh man, I forgot the name of the perk. You go into a certain perk. What's the name of that perk in strength in Fallout 4? Oh my gosh, it just went out of my brain. I have sleep apnea as well, so I have trouble remembering stuff from time to time. But strong back. I got it before anybody said in the chat. Strong back. I knew it was in there. Sometimes my brain stops and then has to catch back up again. So basically, you go into strong back, and then of course it allows you to use your action points for running while you're overburdened. But in this game, in 76, you automatically get that. It doesn't matter if you have no traits. It does it right in the very beginning of the game. If you're overburdened, it'll automatically use your action points to allow you to run while you're going. Look at all this up here. Look at all this up here. Now we're going to come back to that right over there in a minute. In just a minute. Or maybe we'll do it right now. Let's go ahead and check it out right now. We'll go have a little fun. Got him with the headshots. Got him with the headshots. 9 Diamond coming in with the biddies. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. J-Med's coming in with the host. Who else we got showing the love? Chaos coming in. KUSA, I think that is. Semp coming in also with the host. Thank you so much for that. unlocking those epic Kiz caps to get those sweet giveaways. Sweet giveaways and support the stream. Appreciate it big time. Appreciate it. All right. Now, I've already been a few places here in the game, in other versions of the game. Because I also play on PS4 and on Xbox. I might play on Xbox later. Or I was going to play, wait a minute, let me rephrase that. I was going to play on Xbox later with my mod, Monsterholic, but he can't make it tonight. So we're just going to play PC. And we're going to move that for a couple weeks. And we'll play some Xbox later on. Now, of course, you want to play with me, you're welcome to come in. Usually when I'm playing on console, I'm not kind of so serious about stuff. Only Westbury can unlock. So we got to get the West Bridge key. Heck if I remember where that's at. To get into there. So let's wander around, see if we can find it. Don't tell me. Don't want to know where it's at. I want to stumble upon it and go, there we go. Now again, sometimes I forget what I've done in one version and I haven't done it in the other version. But I know I've been there before. Whoa! Whew, that's some scary stuff. This is especially scary when you're overburdened. Now, sometimes what you want to do is just pistol whip them to slow them down while you're reloading. Very, very effective. Very, very effective. Now, I got a 10mm modded weapon here. Not like modded like I added a mod to my game, but modded as in using the in-game mechanics. The vanilla mechanics of modding. Updated it. Look at this little place over here. Going totally in the opposite direction. Look at that. Totally opposite direction where I need to go. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. Look at that. I'm getting sidetracked. Getting sidetracked. Back this way. I need to go this way. See, I'm very easily sidetracked. I get off on something. I'm trying to go one stuff, and there we go. How often do you stream, 9 Diamond? Let me show you. Watch this as I magically, boop, show you my schedule right there. How many times do you think I stream? Let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 6 days a week this week. Usually I have Monday and Fridays off. But you can see I've been playing lots of Fallout 76. Going to be playing some Atlas, some 7 Days to Die. Played some Stardew Valley last night. That was super fun. And, of course, a whole bunch of other games as well. Sponsored games and non-sponsored games here in the stream as well. Well, there we go. Fallout 76, non-sponsored. Of course, little sponsored. I did get some codes from Bethesda to give to you guys. So I guess a little sponsored, but not really. I bought it before they sent me the codes. The collector's edition, of course. And then also bought it on Xbox and PS4 as well, so I can play with you guys. I hear you guys. Ah, he fell to his doom. I don't know if they're fighting. Bye-bye, car. Because you gotta blow them suckers up. Now, I'm massively overburdened right now, trying to make my way to the vendor because I don't have enough inventory storage where I can put all this stuff in there. What I do is I usually spend the first part of when I log in to repair my items, repair my armor, and sometimes drop ammo, because that's something I could say, and then try to make my way to the vendor to sell stuff. And of course, you could go to all the different vendors and make a good amount of cash, but it also costs you cash to quick travel. But you usually make more than you spend. There we go. One thing I like about the 10mm, especially on lower level mobs, very, very precise weapon. Very precise, especially when it comes to headshots and things like that. There we go. Are you on PS4 or Xbox tonight? I'm on PC right now. PC. I was going to play Xbox later, but my mod can't make it. He's doing some military stuff. And he'll be back in a couple weeks, so I'll play with him in a couple weeks. So we're just going to play on PC for right now. How often do you stream? This week, 6 days a week. My schedule is down below the stream. It's on my offline message when I'm not streaming. It's on my Twitter page. It's on my Discord. So if you're ever wondering what I'm playing and when I'm playing it, You can always check it out there, or you can just ask me. I don't mind telling you. Some people get upset for that kind of stuff. Just look at my schedule, right? Some people get upset. I don't mind. I'll pop the thing up. Doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. I appreciate the interest. That's the way I roll. Bye-bye, loot. Going down that way, but I think his head flew over here somewhere. Where'd his head go? We could have looted his head. We got it that way. Now, also, what we're trying to do is we're trying to level up to level 30 as well. Look at that. See that glitch where he laid down and back up again? Have you noticed I shoot right about the neck level? Because sometimes you'll get a headshot. Also, if you crouch and you aim by holding down the right mouse button, you do a lot more damage, especially if you're real far away. So if you're real far away, you actually do less damage with certain weapons, especially shotgun. So of course, if you crouch and then you aim, you get that extra damage. So I can get them from real far away. Watch out you don't fall to your doom, though. I've done it many times. There we go. There we go, a Rooney. What's up, everybody? Now watch out, they're a little tricksy too. Sometimes they're on the side of the thing when you're walking, and all of a sudden they'll come in from behind you and you think you just walk past them. One shot, one kill right there. I'm gonna get his buddy too. I hear you. Up above me. Wait for the shot. Then take the shot. Again, that's just a 10mm weapon there. That's nothing fancy, everybody. That's just a 10mm weapon. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna grab some stuff. Oh, now this one we got. This key we got. What do we got back here? Oh, what do we got? Tons of loot. We get that wrench. Gonna get that loot. Not turning that on. Got Car's note. Go ahead and play that while we're waiting. Can't remember if we played that one before.
Doug, it's Carl. I've left for Camden Park to meet our buyer. Doug, I've taken your key to the west door. I'm sorry, but I can't keep coming back to find new dings and scratches just because you can't resist taking our little project out for a spin. We're trying to sell this thing, remember? Look, assuming this guy shows, I'll be back by this evening. The buyer's a military type. He wants to make the trade while riding the Widowmaker. No idea why. I think he's living out some kind of personal spy fantasy. That's fine by me. I wanted to try that ride since I was a kid.
All right, now hold on. Where did he say he was going? Let's listen to it again.
Doug, it's Carl. I've left for Camden Park to meet our buyer.
Camden
Doug,
Park.
I've taken your key to the west door. I'm sorry, but I can't keep coming back to find new dings and scratches just because you can't resist taking our little project out for a spin. We're trying to sell this thing, remember? Look, assuming this guy shows, I'll be back by this evening. The buyer's a military type. He wants to make the trade while riding the Widowmaker. No idea why. I think he's living out some kind of personal spy fantasy. That's fine by me. I wanted to try that ride since I was a kid.
Okay, so he's going to Camden Park. The only amusement park I know is of this one, Wavy Willow's Amusement Park. So Camden Park. Don't tell me. I know you know where it's at. You're all like, Kismet, it's right there. I know. Is it this one? Is it that one? No, that one we got on beta. It was a lot of fun. We took this one over and we built a whole camp and stuff. I don't, maybe I haven't been there. Mothman Museum. Don't tell me. My mods will just clear it from chat anyway. Giant teapot. It's my favorite part. Discovering where stuff is. First we need to see where Camden is. Glick. We haven't even been there yet. Look at all these places we have still yet to go. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I don't think I've been there on this character. It sounds familiar. But again, this is what happens when you play multiple platforms. Knife's Head. Crash Space Station. Camden Park. I'm feeling like it's this one. My instincts are telling me there. So we jump out to the Anchor Farm, another great farm to go to, and then go out there in a bit. Right? That doesn't trigger my memory. This is like triggering my memory. We'll check that out in a bit. But first, let's go ahead and get the rest of this sweet loot that we're getting. Get everything. Like so. Alright, so we found out where possibly the key could be for the other side. And again, I don't remember if I've gotten the key or not on this character. Again, hard to remember. Hard to remember something. Oh, look at this. Molly in there. Knock it over. Okay. Very well attached to the bottom. There we go. Now, sometimes what you can do is shoot the trash cans. And what they'll do is they'll flip over. Here in 76, a lot less recoil. Better just to knock them, right? Knock them with your character. Of course, I love the physics of stuff. You need to knock it down the thing. Go on. I mean, it did a fairly good job on the physics. Fairly good. Alright, we made it across the bridge. And, of course, we're still trying to make our way down here in Flatwoods. A little bit of a drop. Put our weapon away. Get our third person going. There's lots of stuff to run into and whatnot. Again, this is what makes the game fun for me. Is just put my feet on the ground and start walking. Some people, they'll just go as fast as they possibly can, do all the quests as fast as possibly can, and jump from place to place to place. Miss all of the adventure in between, which is a bummer. Oops. Oops, I wasn't looking how far that was to jump. My bad. How often do you stream? Schedule a regular stream. What do you cosplay? What do I cosplay? I cosplay as the Wasteland Tycoon. I don't think I have a picture of it. I don't think I have a picture of me as the Wasteland Tycoon. But you can check it out on my Twitter page. You can scroll down. You can see me all dressed up in my yellow fedora and my my fashionable glasses and my Vault Suit inspired suit that I have, because I get called that all the time. It became my nickname here in the stream, a.k.a. the Wasteland Tycoon. Because I make millions, billions, sometimes even trillions of caps here in the stream. And, of course, we do that mostly in Fallout 4, and we're just slowly getting into Fallout... Nooshki! There's a Nooshki here! Let's invite Nooshki. We got a Nooshki. Nooshki, of course, one of my epic mods. Look at Nooshki. She's looking awesome. Looking awesome! Hold on, we got some people we want to play. Some peeps who want to play. That's a whole lot of missing right there. Right under my feet. That's when I gotta reload. Welcome to the party, pal! So we're just wandering to the vendor. That one doesn't blow up. I know all the cars that blow up in this area. Guess how I know? Guess how I know? Alright, so we took care of some mole rats there as we're slowly walking back into the city. There we go. Keep your distance, it's s.p.e.c.i.a.l. Hello, welcome, Fabinusi. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Feel free to tell me how to say it right in the chat, and there's a 50% chance that I will actually remember. I'm not lying either. I'm sorry. I got sleep apnea. It makes it tough. Uh-oh. We like blowing up stuff up in here. All right, let's scrap all that stuff. We're going to go from 248 to 242. Still not going to be enough, but good to do every time you see a workbench. I just thought, can you make that shoot water out of it? Apparently not. You might be like, Kismet, why are you blowing up all the cars? It's fun, that's what. It's fun. I know. Imagine that, doing stuff just for fun. Just for fun skis. Nothing in there. Every time I come over here, try to get that loot. Alright, let's talk.
Responders.
Let's talk to
Thank
Captain
you.
Yapsalok. Now, I usually mute this guy because he just wham the whole time. He just like yaps the whole time. Drives me crazy. Alright, what do we got? We got pistols and whatnot we could sell that we picked up. But we really want to get rid of all this extra stuff, right? Beer, mac and cheese. Now, watch how quickly dude runs out of caps over there, right? He's got 200 caps. Canned dog food, don't need it. And we just picked up a massive amount of corn. You're like, Kismet, don't sell the corn. Oh, yeah, I'm selling that, bro. Look, it's worth 50 caps. Why not sell it? I go back, I get some more. Next time I log in, all that's going to be back again. And that's another 50 caps I can get. Now, it's at 142 now. Now, cram, I don't need. Get it out of there. Cranberry moonshine, which sounds delicious, but sorry, got to go. Honey, we'll keep that. Imitation seafood sounds terrible. Mute fruit, going to keep that. Old possum out of there. Pepper gone. Pick psycho stuff, keep that. Let's see, razor grain soup, we're gonna keep that though. Look how much we could sell that for. Watch this. 31, right? We just made that. That was like free basically, just laying around. Salt there. Snaptail reed, keep it. Sugar, get rid of it. Sugar bombs out of there. And now some of the stuff we were using the other day because we were going all full postal. Oh, we got some potatoes we could put down. Wild black bears, but look at that. It's at 97 right now. You're like, well, Kismet, that's like not even close. Well, watch this. Start selling them some jeans, right? Start selling them some weapons. Start selling them some grenades. Watch how quickly dude runs out of caps. Right over here. Ah, I collected 200 caps. Look at me. I feel special. All right, so now he's down to 38, which I think is ridiculous because I should be able just to queue up this trade. Like, I want to trade this, and I want to buy this, and this, just so I can fall out forward, but it's not like that. You have to sell each individual item, and then you get so many caps back. Like right now, I've got 300 caps, and I don't save my caps. I don't say, look at me, I've got 10 million caps. And I use my caps to buy stuff. That's what caps are for. That's what money's for. It's for, if you just get stuff blowing up. If you just get money to hold on to money, well, then it's really worthless if you think about it, because it doesn't do anything for you. You want to use it. You want to use it for something. And you can use it to make more, and use it to make more, and use it to make more, and then buy that nicer thing. That works. That works. Compound interest, always a good thing. But yeah, you see I've got tons and tons of stuff here that I'm going to use later. I've sold all my extra stuff off, and now we're just under overburden. Now, really, I would have preferred to just scrap all those weapons and whatnot and do that. Now, again, I can go in and I can remake a lot of this stuff. Like a great one is purified water, right? Like right now, I am making purified water, and I'm making so much per hour, right? And if I go in there and I sell it, well, that's 44 caps for just 11. Now, the way I make my money, the way I make so much money in Fallout 4, millions and billions of caps, is through purified water. I'll do, at the very beginning of the game, level 5, level 10, I'll be making 10,000 caps every couple days in game. You're like, Kismet, you're cheating. Nope. Just making purified water. Selling it to the vendors. That's it. Do it in vanilla. Do it on PC. You can do it on Xbox. You can do it on PS4. So can you. You could be a Wasteland Tycoon too. Then you're ruling the wasteland. Everybody has to answer to you. And if I was really there, that's exactly what I would do. I would corner the market on water, and I'd corner the market on food, because every single person needs that. And for them to get it, they got to come to you, right? And I run every single settlement like it's a business. They're in there making me money. Nobody's standing around just sitting there chilling out on my dime. Nah, they got to get to work if they want to get that money. So I could do the purified water, but you know what? I'm going to save that as well. We got a bunch of razor grain soup. You know what? We don't need to keep all of this. Let's go ahead and just get rid of a bunch of that. There we go. Now down to 20. Let's get, actually, you know what? Let's just sell it all, because we can always just go back and make some more in a minute, right? And easily take care of that. Now, stem packs that are diluted, I typically sell those because those are worth a good amount, right? Look at those, worth 9. I can't even sell those. You don't have enough caps. So we can go in and we can go ahead and sell, say, 2 right there. All right, and we got the cap there. We're looking good. What else can we sell? We can sell 1 Tato. and get our that last precious cap. Right now we got 344 caps, and I've had up to about 1,000. I rarely ever go, have 10,000 caps or anything like that. I find a big waste to do that. Now, what we need over here, though, is we need adhesive, right? So the first thing I always do is I look through the other stuff here and see what this is. This is lead. We got a bunch of lead now. We probably don't need it, but we can just go ahead and buy that bulk adhesive. Now, we can go ahead and convert some of our stuff that we have, and we have massive tons of stuff, and convert that stuff from the raw resources like this, and we can scrap it down. Then we can convert it into bulk resources and then take it and sell it to the vendors, which is what we're going to do, because that's how we make the money, right? That's how we make the money. But I've always got them tagged. As you can see, I've got plastic tagged. Let's go ahead and get some plastic. That's only 51. That's not too bad. But as you can see, I'm now down to 121 caps. Now, of course, the one thing I would love to sell is ammo. You used to be able to sell ammo. Can't sell ammo, which is a bummer. Big time. Now, again, if it was less restricted in the vendors, I would just sell 2,000 caps worth of stuff and buy 2,000 caps worth of stuff. You know what I mean? Or 10,000, 50,000. I've done trades that are 100,000 caps in a single trade, right? I sell a bunch of purified water and a bunch of other random loot. And then, of course, I buy the entire vendor out. I've done that in Fallout 4 many, many times. Sometimes it's just super fun. You're just like, let me just buy everything in this vendor. I don't even need everything in this vendor. I'm just buying it just because I can, right? That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun to do. No problem. I'm from Australia. Well, welcome. We appreciate the Aussies up in here. Come on in. He sounds like Stephen Hawking. Am I doing the robot? Is nobody telling me? Let me see. Am I doing the robot? No, I'm not doing. I don't sound like Stephen Hawking. The universe is infinite. There you go. Why was this game given such bad rap? And did you play Fallout 3? I played all the Fallouts. I played Fallout probably before you were born. Probably before most people on this channel were born. I knew about it before anybody because I got to work. Here we go again. Here we go again with little pop-ins. The robot. Yeah, that guy. He's so annoying. He just talks and talks and talks and talks the whole time while you're standing here trying to go to the vendor. It's like having that person who, that friend who never shuts up, who has to fill every single moment with talking when you're on a long drive, right? You're like going 8 hours and he's just the whole time he's not talking about anything. He's not talking about anything. So there you go. There you go. Which is funny because I don't really talk that much in real life. Most of the time I'm just chill. But I do talk here on stream, trying to entertain y'all and talk about kind of my thought processes as I go through them here on stream. I think it's kind of my signature thing that I do. All right, so we got all that loot. Now we're not overburdened. Now we can just bounce around wherever we want to go. So he's still got 55 caps, right? And I could sell some of this other stuff if I want. But you know what I'm going to do instead, since I'm not overburdened? I'm going to go ahead and jump back to my camp over here. Like so. Get that going on. Come on. There we are. Turn my sound back on. There we go. Mole rat blood sample. Let me drop a bunch of stuff right there on the edge of my thing. Oh, and I'm not in the thing with Nooshki. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot to get in the thing. Hey, Nooshki, what's up?
Hey, kids, how's it going?
You feeling better?
A little bit.
That's a no. That's a no, everybody. You see the hesitation? Been around ladies long enough. That means no. That's a no. I just said that on stream, too. I
heard that.
Yeah, I've been around long enough to know that was a no. I'm sorry you're not feeling better, but I hope you feel better, too.
I'm trying.
All right, we're going to make some carrot soup. There we go. We're going to make some pumpkin soup. And again, we're trying to use those resources up. Nice. Salt bean. There we go. Now, in theory, if you think about it right now, there's no more other type of stuff that I have to pick up food-wise to make any other type of soup other than razor grain. Because I could go over there and I can make 36 razor grain or 50 razor grain. I don't think I even got all the razor grain. Every time I log in, I can go over there and I can make 50 razor grain soup, right? Just from the food and water and whatnot that I have. But that's okay. That's okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to go in again and do this. Let me see if I have my list from before that I had of the stuff that I have way too much of. Let's see. I can't remember what I called it. Let's just start a new one. Let's just start a new one over here. I'm just going to make some notes. All right, what do I have a lot of? I hate getting rid of aluminum. Ceramic, I have a good amount. Glass shards, that's what it was. Yeah, glass shards. Now, here's the drawback. And I'm just going to do it with glass shards. Here's the thing that I think is the biggest flaw in this game. Ready? When I go over here to bulk this stuff that I've collected, right? And I'm going to, over here. No, over here. When I go into bulk this stuff, watch the massive fail. So we go into bulk, and we're going to bulk these glass shards. Right? We're going to bulk the glass. Now, look at that. I've got 43 plastic. So to bulk my glass shards, I have to use up my plastic, which I have very little of the plastic, and I have a very lot of the shards. Otherwise, I can't sell it to the vendor, right? I can't sell it to the vendor just as a raw component. The whole point of the bulk is to bulk it so you can sell it, right? So let's go ahead and just test it. Let's just test this theory, right? Now, they might have changed it. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. Don't tell me. I don't want to know if they did. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab some glass shards right here. Takes a long time to get down. Let's just grab 16. There we go. And what that is going to keep us from being overburdened. We're going to say store all of our junk again. Let's store some of the stuff first. Then we'll grab the glass shards. There we go. Oh, that's gold scrap. Come on, cursor, work with me. I'm just going to scroll it this way. There we go. Just use the mouse as well. All right, glass shards. Now I want to put that in there, but I can't. Too full. Fail fish. And look at that. We barely got anything in there too. So what we got to do is we got to reduce this junk. So either we got to sell it, or we got to dump it if we want to make room in our storage. And it is a huge bummer to have to do that, because you spend all the time collecting it and all that stuff. Though you can go get it again, but a lot of this stuff is very common, like wood and steel and stuff like that. Very common amount of stuff you can get. But still, I don't want to throw it away. I spend all the time picking it up. I want to keep it, right? But you can't. Too bad. Too bad, too sad. All right, back to Flatwoods we go. It's going to cost us 8 caps. So let's burn a few of our... I like how I'm creeping down there below the table. It's pretty funny. We made lots of soup for you, Nurshke. Lots of soup for you. Soup for you. I'm 27 or so. Maybe. There you go, Buffalo Diamond. My wife is still 25. She's turned 25, I think, almost 25 times. Actually, I think it'd be a couple years before 25 times, but there you go. She keeps turning 25. She still looks super young. Still looks super young. I'm getting older. She's staying the same age and I'm getting older. That's the way it goes. Let's see. Dirty water. We'll grab that. All right, let's go talk to Sir Yaps-a-lot.
Testing those water samples.
Nope, not testing them at all. All right, so we're back. We've got our junk here. Look at that. Can't put it in there. Now, raw asbestos, I can sell that. But notice I can't sell those glass shards. Now, that's what I would want to do. Take the glass shards and sell it. But if you leave it as normal junk, then you can't sell it. If it's a baseball, I can sell the baseball, right? So you have this kind of quandary that happens. Should I scrap everything, or should I leave it in this raw form like in baseball? Should I bulk everything, but then it uses up all your plastic, right? So what do you do? How do you manage all of that stuff? And I find in the end, you just want to literally just throw it away. You just want to just throw it down on the ground and go about, when the server's working, and go about the rest of your day, right? Because you just get to a point where you can't micromanage all of that stuff. And it's a huge bummer. And I would like. Maybe we're gonna play. Maybe we're gonna play some car game early. Maybe we should just play the card game while they're working on their servers. That's what I'm going to do, everybody. Hold on. I'm going to do a special sponsored event. While we're waiting, stick around. We'll come back. We'll play some 76 here in a bit. But that's just going to keep happening. Hey, everybody. Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also, check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.